may come in. Welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes, so I hear you are looking into the removal of a tattoo. Yes. Now, was it just the one tattoo you were looking to have the laser treatment on? Okay, fantastic. Let me just grab some details here. So you found us online, is that? Yeah. We have your name. What's your birth date? Fabulous. And do you have an ID on you? Yes. You look very youthful. I'm just making sure you are over 18. Thank you. And how long have you had the tattoo for? Yeah. Some people don't like to answer this question, but is there a specific reason for removal? Fair enough. Thank you. That's perfect, thank you very much. Okay, have you had any consultations elsewhere with regards to laser tattoo removal? No? This will be the first. Okay, well, you have picked a good place because we do use one of the best lasers in the world, which is called Pico. Yes, so the PicoSure laser. So the way laser tattoo removal works is we use a high intensity laser beam to target the ink particles, which breaks it down. Your immune system then absorbs the ink particles, and essentially what ends up happening is you pee the ink out. But that happens over a long period of time, and no, it does not change the colour of your urine. Do you mind showing me which tattoo it is that you're wanting removed? I just want to see what colours we're working with, how deep the ink is. Okay, so this one. Alright. Do you mind if I just feel your skin? I'm wanting to feel if the skin is raised in any areas. Okay, so the skin is a little raised, which is just some scar tissue. It can just signify that your tattoo artist may have gone a little too hard or deep with the ink. It doesn't mean that we're not able to remove the tattoo. It does just mean that it is going to take slightly longer. It is fairly dense as well, so it's got quite thick lines. You have some blackout shading in certain areas. So what we'd focus on is the first few sessions would be making the tattoo flat, essentially. And then once we get to a stage where it's flat, you'll start to see removal in some places. I will just preface, this is a very long process, especially with the style of tattoo that you have and the raised skin. Sessions are spread out between 8 to 12 weeks. With you, I'm going to say that we start with 8 weeks, and then we, after roughly 4 sessions, we'll then start to move to every 12 weeks. I think you'll find the best results that way. Some people like to spread it out longer between sessions, so you could do 16 weeks. Having more sessions doesn't mean it's going to be removed quicker, no. You need to allow the body and the immune system time to clear out. Okay. Right, what I will do, just before I go over any other information with you, because it may not be necessary, I do want to give you a price for how much it would cost to remove. Now we do prices by measurements, so I'm just going to measure the tattoo. Okay. So we measure by the longest point and the widest point. Yeah, just simplifies it then. Okay, let me just double check this one. Yeah. Okay. So size, you're looking at 175 per session. So to begin, we do 175 every 8 weeks, 175 then every 12 weeks. So you'd be happy with that price? Well, not happy, but you're willing to pay it. Yeah. Are we going for complete removal, or are you just fading enough to have a cover up? Not sure yet. Okay, what if we were going for complete removal? I would honestly say it's probably going to be 2.5 to 3 years. But it does go fairly quickly. Yeah, life happens anyway. Exactly, yes. Okay, so let me just go over some information with you, then we'll have you sign a document, and then we can do your first session for you. So the laser removal itself is very quick. For that size tattoo, it would probably be between 45 to 60 seconds. Now it is 45 to 60 seconds of fairly intense pain, I will be honest with you. It's not the most painful thing that I have ever experienced. The most painful thing I've experienced was burning off lesions. For some reason the machine we use for that is incredibly painful. We do have we don't have like numbing creams here. You can get numbing creams and use them before the sessions. Some places say that using a numbing cream affects the effectiveness of the laser removal itself. Some people say it's completely fine. That would be up to you as to whether you choose to use that. We do use, because we have the laser, but we also have a hose with ice cold air that blows out of it onto the tattoo. So we begin by cooling the tattoo, which stays on the whole time whilst we do the laser removal. Alternatively, some people say chewing gum helps. We do also have a foam squishy ball that you can use just to try and distract yourself. I find that just talking with the person doing the laser removal whilst it's happening helps. Okay. Right, so pre-treatment, just want to make sure we've been doing these things prior to you coming in to ensure we can do the removal. So have you been avoiding sun exposure? So that could be sunbathing outside or using tanning beds. Okay, have you used any self-tanning products on the area? Okay, so we recommend at least 4 weeks before a session you avoid all sun exposure. Not everywhere, you're welcome to tan elsewhere on your body, just not the tattoo. You can get like UV clothing, UV resistant clothing. Yeah, you can get these like leather sleeves which block sun exposure completely. Yep. So always, even if it's not sunny outside, use a broad spectrum SPF on the tattoo. So we recommend 30 and above. Okay. Brands we recommend. We have a brand that we stock here called Helio Care. That's a fantastic brand. It is on the more expensive side, but yeah. Do not apply any makeup creams or lotions to the tattoo prior to the session. We always recommend showering the morning of your session, as we ask that you keep it dry for 24 hours. Okay, and then just another one, which is a piece of advice: wear loose clothing. Yeah, you can get some swelling, so you just want to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Yes. Okay. So after your treatment, you may find, as I said, redness and swelling and mild discomfort. Shouldn't be anything extreme. If you were to have any severe discomfort, give us a call, and we may recommend that you head to like a minor injuries unit just to have it checked out. You may get blistering and scabbing. I'd probably say in the first few sessions you wouldn't have any blistering at all. When we get through the scarred tissue, you may find that you get some blistering, only very small blistering, typically more so around the edges of the tattoo. If you had any large blisters, again, give us a call, we can recommend from there. Yeah. You can also find a few days after the session that the tattoo itself will be very, very itchy. We have some creams that we recommend which do like stop the feeling of itchiness. You can ice the area, not for long periods of time, like ice it for 3 to 5 minutes. We also have no use of hot tubs, saunas, or swimming in a chlorinated pool for up to 48 hours after treatment. Nor engage in any high contact sports, so no rugby or American football or anything like that if you are involved in any of those activities. Okay, things to be mindful of after the session. We ask that you do stay hydrated, obviously, because it is your immune system that is flushing out the ink particles. Your body is going to be working in overdrive. Sometimes people can feel a little under the weather for a few days after a session. Nothing severe, it's more like a mild cold. Yeah, so keep yourself hydrated. Limit physical activity, which we've discussed. Do keep the tattoo moisturised, which I have a couple of products to recommend to you and will show you. And I think that's about everything I need to cover with you at the moment. Do you have any questions for me? Not that you can think of. Well, if any questions do pop up, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Okay, so what I am going to need is a signature from you at the bottom, just next to mine. If you can pop the date down as well. Thank you, darling. So just here for me. Alrighty, so are you ready for us to get started? You don't need to be nervous at all. We'll take very good care of you, and like I say, it's over so quickly, so you don't need to panic. Okay, so what I'm going to give you is a foam ball. which you can just take all your pain and stress out on. So yeah, I'm also going to give you a pair of glasses which you'll need to keep on during the session, because the eye's exposure to the laser can cause eye damage. So I'll give you these. You're very welcome. And I have mine here, which I shall pop on in just a moment. Right, let me set the machine up. So we're not using full strength today. We'll start with a lower concentrate of the laser. Alrighty, so I'm just going to pop the glasses on in preparation, so you put yours on as well. Okay, now I am going to use, like I said, this hose here just to cool the area. Okay. Yes, it's very cold. Okay. I'm going to pop the laser on, and I'm going to do one part, and I will stop, just so you do get used to the feeling of the laser working. Okay. You okay? Good. So you happy for me to do the rest? Okay. Almost done. All done. You're welcome to take the glasses off now, yes. Thank you. Okay. So the white frosting that's happening on the tattoo at the moment will go away. Goes away fairly quickly in about 10 minutes. Right, so first product I'm going to recommend for you is the After Inked Multi-Purpose Non-Petroleum Jelly, which is enriched with grapeseed oil. Fantastic product. It looks like this on the inside. I just use a disposable wooden stick to apply. We recommend this to be used like up to 4 days after the tattoo removal has been done, and then there is another product I'm going to recommend to you. So I'm just going to put some on now. going to grab some tubular grip, which we will leave on the tattoo for 24 hours, then remove it, and that's fine. Okay, so if you pop your hand through here for me. The area probably will feel warm for a little while, a couple of hours. Yeah, so just leave that on. The other product we do recommend is, again, same brand, After Inked. This is the Tattoo Moisturiser and Aftercare Lotion. Again, it's enriched with the grapeseed oil. This is the product that when you are feeling really itchy, if you put this on, it's going to take the itch away. So this is definitely something we recommend using. I would say after the 4th day, this every day, twice a day, morning, evening. Yeah, just to keep everything moisturised. Okay, so you'll take one of each. Yeah, the tub is 25 and the small lotion is 15. Okay, perfect. So how are you wanting to pay? We accept cash or card. Card? I shall just grab the card machine and we'll get you all sorted, and then we can arrange a second date to see you.